Well, hello there. I'm Christine. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me today for the tarot energies and the planet aspects that are going on around us. I'll just talk about the planets first. These glasses are sitting funny. I think someone sat on them. I've got different I've got different glasses for different things. As you probably notice, I sometimes have my general reading easy things, and these ones were done particularly with for the computer. Because my monitor is probably 3 meters away from me and with my setup. So but anyway, enough about that. I'm just sort of feeling like, you know, that feeling when someone sat on your sunglasses or your glasses and you got them on, all of a sudden you think, are they upside down or whatever? So this must be the moon. As we draw closer to the new moon in Virgo on the 27th, the moon currently is on the 24th, is entering, wherever you are on the 24th today, is entering Leo. And it's in a dark, or some people say balsamic phase. That is this darkness and richness where we can be seeing this balance of energies and emotions, that balance of heart and mind, which is what is happening around, and it creates this sort of self-awareness of what part of us wanting to move forward, because it's that Leo fire energy, and another part of us wanting to be in tune with ourselves and deal with our emotional self and our sensitivity to all the changes and things that are going on around us. And we get this feeling with the moon, if you are someone who is in tune with the moon's energies of the phase of the moon, that there might be this need to pause and reflect not only on our needs for ourselves, but for also the needs of others, as we then become beacons of the light that we are channeling at the moment with the Leo fire energy, which I think is important, because whilst you've got this Leo drive, the moon's also in a phase of pause and reflect. So we also have today Uranus, the planet of the unexpected, rebellious ideas, actions, just sitting still, ready to be retrograde at 18 degrees Taurus, bringing an energy of rethinking our relationship with money and materialism in a general sense, because it's the second house stuff. Many of us could be feeling, like this has been going on for some time, financially stretched during this time. I know it's said on the news here in Australia today that a high percentage of young people are going to have to default on their mortgage due to high inflation and things. Oh God, I've just about got to turn the news off, because it's it's a very difficult time. So Uranus prompts us to change, and in retrograde to reflect on change. All that second house stuff, as I said, our values, our money, on a world sense, it's going to impact the land, because your Taurus second house is land, food, all those things, the cost of food. And it's a reminder that Uranus is going to also, by mid-September, be ready to sort of square up with Saturn again, which I will talk about on another video as we get closer to it, because that will sort of help us talk about riding the waves of change. And we have to just look at it as change, in my view, because it would just do your head in. So we have to ask what this transit is asking of us, and I'm going to do an energy reading with for the collective, giving insights with these energies, and I'm going to be using the David, I'm just going to check that you can see it, the David Palladini beautiful Aquarian deck. So just give it a shuffle. So I'm going to give a card for each house sign so you can realise or be aware, and you may already be aware, depends how much you read on this sort of stuff. Each sign is going to be influenced. How is Uranus in retrograde in the second house of Taurus going to be influencing each sign? So I will go through each sign starting with Aries right through to Pisces. And I did clear this deck before I come on screen, but I'm just tuning in with it. A lot of times I read with the same deck because I really like to be in tune with decks. I have if you've never met me before, I have a very strong background of reading face-to-face at markets, expos. I had my own New Age shop and did face-to-face readings, and I have a studio here, and I mean I've eased up on the face-to-face readings with COVID, but I really like one deck and to be seriously in tune with it. Other readers have their own style, and that's great for them. Now we have had the Three of Wands fall out. This is once again looking to the future. What do we need to hold on to? What we've got, what do we hold on to so that we survive this? How do we get creative? What do we come with to ride this change? Because we all come with abilities to deal with stuff, what comes our way. And the other card that came with it is the Magician, and that is, we have all the things we need to survive this change, and we will do our utmost to survive. So that's just like a reflection with it. And so I had to write this wheel out before. So just a quick cut. These cards might come up again. I'll just shuffle them in. And here we go. Aries. For Aries, it's all about your money, your material possessions, and what you value personally. What's important to you personally at the time. And the card to help you make the most of that. Oh, it is reversed. And that's another thing about me. If you've been having a hard time, I can read reverses. I just choose to read them because I read artwork. Aries, King of Rods. It's time. What you come with is the ability to be in charge and take things head on and take charge of the situation and know what is important to you. Hold on to what's important to you as the King of Rods. Taurus, it's all about appearance and outward personality and how you vibe at the moment. What other people's energy is your vibe. And we have the Five of Rods for you. This is change. This is a group. This is competition. Maybe there's some competition. This transitive is asking of you to step up, lift your game, and blend in with the competition, blend in with your group, because it's, for many Tauruses, the energy I'm getting is it may not be like a fierce competition. It can be that healthy competition of who you mix with or who you work with, and it can be all about your appearance and how others see you. So that's going to be your vibe for that. Hard to hold them all at once. Here we have for Gemini, we have the Page of Pentacles. And this is about focusing on what solitude is, one thing, spirituality, Gemini, and what's going on for you at a deeper level. So this is the reflection. You may find yourself meditating with the Page of Pentacles And in regards to how does your solitude and your spirituality work with the second house of money and the changes that can come in this area of your life. I'm trying to hold them all. This is actually a heavy deck. It's a big deck compared to some of the cards, but it's beautiful. The backs are absolutely divine. This is why I keep this. I gravitate to the backs of a lot of decks too. So Gemini, we did Gemini. Cancer, it's all about friends, community, your tribe, and what you want. And you have the Magician. You have everything you need to deal with change and sudden upheavals in friendships. The tribe that you hang around with, just use the tools, Cancer. You have everything you need and you will be able to do this. You are able to step up and you come with what you need, so just don't be frightened and shrink back. Be able to go forward and connect with the divine with that and use your aspirations. Leo, it's all about career, reputation and life purpose, and you may have to see things a different way now that we're looking at the Hangman. You may have to do some meditation to deal with change and be able to work from a different perspective. Just what is one thing you can do, because he's sort of restricted, he's waiting and he's been waiting, and this is about your career, your reputation and what you want out of life. And Leo, this is a time to do one thing, to wiggle, to make the change that you need to make to be able to ride this wave of whatever change comes with Uranus. Any sudden changes within career, reputation, or you may change suddenly what you want out of life. Virgo, it's about education. And here we have the Four of Cups. You may, Virgo can be with the Sun in Virgo at the moment, and you may be sort of wondering, what is it? You may be thinking and reflecting, and you're going to take your time, and you're just not going to take what's on offer. You're not going to rush in because blindly, because Uranus energy can be that little bit, not time to think, just sort of get on with it. But no, take your time with the Four of Cups. Work about what is it that you actually want, what will bring you joy in the area of education, life philosophy and travel. And then when you're ready, seize upon something good that's coming on offer. Libra, it's all about sex, money and transformation. So how is it that with the Uranus change coming, bringing sudden change, what will help you with that? And here you are, you have the Five of Swords. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and know when to walk away. This card is very much a reflection on being able to cut out what you need to cut out to achieve the transformation that you're wanting, and being able to walk away from what is no longer working for you, because in the house of the 8th house, sex, money and transformation, it is also the house of endings. So here for Librans, be prepared to walk away, be prepared to cut your losses, because there's always another day, there's always another opportunity. We have Scorpio. It's about business, partnerships, mentors and marriage. And you may find that you have to draw a line in the sand with the Ace of Swords and be very clear about who you are partnering up with, be it friends, marriages, associates, all those sorts of things. Be very clear about who you are wanting to associate with 7th house energies with that, and don't be frightened to just draw a line in the sand and go, enough's enough, this is what I'm doing, and be very clear about what you value. Sagittarius, it's about work, health, and self-improvement. And here we have the Five of Cups. Sagittarius, you may find with health and self-improvement, things may have not been going the way that you have planned it with the Five of Cups. And what you need to do is not dwell on what hasn't worked, because once again, this is a reflection of what's working, what hasn't worked, what about change, what changes you've been wanting to make in the 7th house. It's time to focus on what you do have and do it in your own time and in your own way, Sagittarius. But there is change coming for you, and you're going to be dealing with some changes with work, your health, but it's going to bring self-improvement for you, because that is can be a little bit, there is light at the end of the tunnel. So channel your light, Sagittarius, with being a fire sign. Capricorn, it's about romance, fun, play, and creativity. And here we have the Two of Swords. There's decisions to be made about who you are, what you enjoy doing, what you want to do creatively, and also if new beginnings that you want to make with new people. You might be meeting someone new in your life and be faced with a decision about that, because someone could come into your life suddenly, but it's going to have not just rush off and tear off with someone crazily that's new in your life, Capricorn, which isn't in your nature anyway. You're going to reflect and make a decision on this new affair or someone new in your life, and you're going to also make a decision, Capricorn, because you're very hardworking, about having fun and what changes you need to make so you can sort of lighten up this little bit. So you're going to be with her, you need to see what's important, what's in value, and what you need to do to make changes and open up the swords and open up to the new world of fun, play, and creativity, Capricorn. Cappies, please. Aquarians, it's all about the home, your roots, and your family. Now, a lot of Aquarians who are out there linking up with people from the past and their family, people, and different things, almost doing like that ancestry.com stuff. Or the home, they're reflecting on the home that they're living in and sorting out whether, what needs to change in the home, how they're going to live in the home. And the card we have for you is the Three of Swords. And this can be, as much as it's very enjoyable to be digging up the past and connecting with relatives and friends of relatives from back in the past there, it can also have a sense of, when you reflect on memories and things like that, we get that nostalgia. And nostalgia can come with mixed feelings, because it can be remembering the good times and times gone by, and then also remembering who we've lost out of that time, and also remembering being able to deal with the emotional side of all of that. And that all comes, it's a very close to the heart time for Aquarius, and also close to the heart for some Aquarians who may be changing where they're going to live or considering for the future where they want to live. And so with the Three of Swords, it's not an easy time, and it's that heart of the mind stuff, and you need to bring it all together and work through it so that you can sort of then move forward. And there's going to be a change in how you see and deal with letting go. And Pisces, last but not least, it's about communication, mental activity, thinking, and also how you speak to others and your message that you are wanting to get across. And our card for you, Pisces, it's very deep. It's all about moving on. moving away. Many Pisces are wanting to move. Under other vibrations, we talked about many Pisces may be wanting to change where they're living as well. So with this comes some communications about endings and moving on to what you need. Dealing with your emotions, talking about your emotions, and then being able to either let go or move on to what it is that you decided is important to you, and what it is that you really want and what you value. Letting go, moving on. So I'm going to just give these cards and see what's on the bottom of the deck. Oh, that was the 3 of rods that I pulled in the beginning. How's that? What we have to do as an overall energy is to hold on to what we value and then turn our back and work out what can we let go of, what can we walk away from, what can we turn our back on. So thank you everybody for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. I'd love to know at what sign you are and what is happening for you. Feel free to leave comments on that and how you think you're going to be working with change. How do you like to work with change, and what helps you work with change? Bye for now.